In the heart of Lagos, where the skyline kissed the clouds and luxury was a lifestyle, there lived a breathtakingly beautiful girl named Amara. She had skin as radiant as the morning sun, eyes deep enough to drown in, and a smile that could melt the coldest hearts. But fate was cruel. While still in university, Amara lost her father. His passing shattered her world, but she clung to her mother for strength. Then, like a cruel twist of fate, death snatched her mother too, leaving Amara an orphan with nothing, no money, no family to turn to, and no way to continue her education. Her only option was to live with her aunt, a woman whose heart was as cold as steel. The moment Amara stepped into that house, she became nothing more than a slave. She cleaned, cooked, and served but was never given a proper meal. Worse still, her aunt's husband, a vile man with wandering eyes, made repeated attempts to violate her. Amara fought back each time, refusing to let her dignity be stolen. One fateful afternoon, as she walked the streets, hungry and hopeless, she heard a familiar voice. "Amara?" She turned to see Cynthia, her wealthy university friend, stepping out of a sleek black Range Rover. They screamed in excitement, hugged tightly, and exchanged contacts. That day, Cynthia had no idea the depth of Amara's suffering. Days later, the inevitable happened. One evening, after her aunt left home, the predatory husband made his boldest move yet. He sneaked into Amara's room, his breath heavy with intent. She fought, screamed, but the monster was stronger. Just then, the front door slammed. Her aunt had returned. The man immediately changed the script, throwing himself to the floor. "She tried to seduce me," he shouted. Amara was horrified. Her aunt's glare could burn through steel. "You shameless girl! Get out of my house!" And just like that, Amara was thrown into the streets. Shivering in the night, she suddenly remembered Cynthia. With trembling hands, she dialed her number. Within an hour, a red Mercedes pulled up beside her. Cynthia stepped out and pulled Amara into a tight embrace. "You'll never suffer again." And she didn't. Cynthia took her in, gave her a room in their sprawling mansion, and helped her find a job. With her stunning beauty and designer clothes gifted by Cynthia, Amara turned heads everywhere she went. One day, while shopping with Cynthia, they ran into Mr. Williams, Cynthia's billionaire father. His eyes lingered on Amara longer than usual, and before long, he offered her money to buy even more luxurious outfits. Amara, flattered by his attention, felt her heart flutter. That night, her old street friend visited and whispered a dangerous idea into her ears. "You can have it all," the girl said with a smirk. "Seduce him, marry him, then divorce him, and take half his fortune." At first, Amara resisted. But the thought of never being poor again was too tempting. She played her game well. She made sure to be around Mr. Williams, cooked his favorite meals, and gazed at him in ways that made his heart race. And soon, he fell, hard. Like a love-struck teenager, he pampered her with gifts, vacations, and whispered promises of forever. But not everyone was blind. Cynthia saw right through her friend. So did Mr. Williams' son, Adrian, who had just returned from London. Suspicious of Amara's sudden injury, that made his father push her around in a wheelchair, they decided to set a trap. A hidden camera in Amara's room recorded everything. The next day, during a grand family meeting, Mr. Williams beamed as he held up a stunning diamond ring. "I'm marrying Amara." Cynthia clapped, smiled sweetly, then turned to Amara. "Congratulations, darling. But before we celebrate, let's watch a little video." As the footage played, Mr. Williams' face turned to stone. On screen, Amara sat comfortably on her bed, talking on the phone. He proposed. "Soon, I'll be his wife," then boom, divorce. "Half his property will be mine." Silence. The ring in Mr. Williams' hand dropped to the floor with a soft clink. "You gold-digging snake," he whispered in disgust. Amara's heart pounded. I can explain." "Get out." With nowhere to turn, Amara was thrown back onto the streets, left to regret the biggest mistake of her life. The moral lesson is that greed and dishonesty may offer temporary rewards, but they ultimately lead to downfall and regret. Deception has consequences. Lies may seem to work in the short term, but truth always finds a way to surface. For more interesting dramatic story, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.